God. One more time, I am as God created me. You sing. See the crowd sing. You can do better. Go on, sing on. I am as God. Go. Yeah. Everybody sing. In the light, in the love, in the, here you go. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God. Give yourself a bigger round of applause. Get up for Soulshine.
Wonderful. Thank you. Soulshine. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you. My name is Michelle Indra, and I'll be your platform host today. And it's so good to see so many people who woke up this morning and said, yeah, I'm going to put on pants today. I'm going to go. I'm going to go in person to church. I'm going to put on pants. Thank you for those of you who are high-fiving each other for putting on pants today. It is a struggle for many of us. And thank you to those of you at home who woke up this morning and said, no, I'm not going to put on pants today, but I'm still going to show up. We are so happy to have you. And if you did choose not to put on pants today, for the love of God, choose to keep your camera off. Thank you. Small details there. Important details, but small details. We are a wild soul sanctuary here. Yes. God, we're getting good at that. Let's do, first we're going to do everybody's favorite, which we grumble about in a moment, and then we actually love, which is take a moment to say hi to your neighbors, to the people around you. Hello. Reverend Jane's on an island by herself, but yes, go say hi to everybody. Dun, dun. Yes. Excellent. Good. And then wonderful. Okay, and then come on back. See how that goes? At first we're like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just barely put pants on. I don't want to talk to anybody. And then we say hi to our neighbors, and we're so thrilled to do it. So it's hard to bring you guys back. So I love that. Let's do our mission statement together before we get any further. Dun, dun, dun. We stand together to create a global ecosystem of unity, deep wisdom, and loving kindness. Oh my gosh, everybody notice how quickly Eric stands up and then shames us all into it? It feels so good. Thank you. Eric, I want you to know. That's right. I always feel good. I'm already standing, so I don't get in trouble with Eric. So thank you guys for that. And thank you to the team that it takes to run this. Yes, you see me on stage and you see Soulshine on stage, but there's so many other people that are here to make this run, the people who volunteer their time to work with the children, our kitchen staff that never gets enough thanks for everything that they do for us, and our AV team that is here day after day. I was late a little bit this morning, gave me a heart attack. They're so good. They're so on top of things. So thank you to everybody that is making our ship sail. Absolutely. And as always, I love that we have what we still call, in my notes, the chair on stage. But as you can see, it is a couch on stage. I can't wait till we get the one with like the recliner, right? And like the chaise lounge. But we have this on stage. We started a while ago, and we've kept it because we just love that it is a place that we can mentally put and energetically put the people that we love that are not here with us, whether that's because they didn't want to put on pants and they're at home, whether that is because they are across the country, the world, because they are across the Rainbow Bridge. Whoever it is that is in your heart that you want to be here today, is here today. But sometimes it's nice to have a representation, a place to seat them. So if they're not stacked 5 tall on your lap in your head, then you can always put them here. I always say I put my beloved Pomeranian here who crossed the Rainbow Bridge. So if your friends, families, loved ones get shy, you just put my Pom on their lap. So I always love to remember that chair and take that moment to fill it with the people that you love. We also always like to do our land acknowledgments. It's really important to remember who was here before us, who loved and lived in this land before any of us were here, and that is the Wasco tribes, Warm Spring, Klamath, and Paiute tribes. So it's always important, and I always invite them, anybody who, ancestors of this land that would love to come and visit with us, wow, we would be so honored. So I want to make sure that we get that in. Who's ready for a little bit of celebration? Anybody got some celebrations? My lovely assistant is going to come forth. The only one that can upstage me and sparkle and make it look so much better than I can. Anybody on this side of the room's got a celebration? Ooh, hand right up there. Okay.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm not really celebrating. I lost my son-in-law Wednesday evening. He was a great guy, a really great guy, a good father, husband, and all. And I really liked him because he's the only son-in-law I have on a 4 that volunteered to help me do something. So it was a really close thing. He went in and laid down because he was really tired after dealing with his son and all of his work all day. And that was the end. The son is autistic. He went in to say goodnight to his dad and came out and said, "Daddy's dead." He recognized that immediately. And so I've been spending a lot of time out there. I think if you have any dusty old prayers that you want to get rid of, I could certainly use them for my family, my daughter, the children, and for him. Thank you.
Absolutely. And they won't be our dusty old prayers. They'll be our new, brand spanking new and lovely prayers. Absolutely. We adore you. So thank you. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, who we have next? Yeah.
My 25-year-old son got his driver's license.
Oh, he's a little late on the up. He's a little on the uptake. I probably dated him. Okay, yes. Oh, Eric.
He's single, Rochelle.
He's single. Fantastic.
I'm celebrating that yesterday I got to help my dance teacher and mentor, Tenley Wallace, at the Women's Expo. And it was a really beautiful day of getting to connect to other women, do some yoga, a little dancing. There was a burlesque workshop, which was not what I expected it to be. And I did have to be really uncomfortable in front of people. So here's to getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, beautiful celebration. Thank you. Who in this middle group here? We've got some celebrations going on over here. Big hand raise. Okay, yes. Great.
Hi. So ever since I started coming here when I first moved to Bend, I've wanted to do this every week because I've just been getting so blessed so much, but I'm always too nervous to do it. But I had to really note this particular thing because when I first came here, I filled out one of the green prayer cards, and I lead retreats as a living, and I haven't done one out here yet. When I first moved out here, I booked a house, and I decided to do one, and it was really ambitious because I just moved here, and I don't know anybody yet. And so I filled out one of the cards that I would sell all my seats, and I had 4. And I really only needed to sell 2 to like break even on the house and not make any money. And I'm leaving this week, and I sold 7 spots in my retreat. So
Wonderful. Oh, we love hearing when those prayer claim forms come through. We love hearing that. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for working up the courage to do so.
Well, this is incredibly nerve-wracking.
Imagine how
I'm
we feel.
actually just celebrating just being here and being surrounded by so much love and friends and friendly faces and things that I've missed and readjusting back to everything, and I'm just really thankful for it. So thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. And then Chris in the back, there's one back there. We got to make sure we take care of our AV team and their celebrations.
I'm going to go first. Sorry, Chris.
Okay, whoever grabs it.
I just want to celebrate yesterday's drumming circle. And I also want to acknowledge the Queen's Caravan that was here yesterday. They were amazing. And typically, I'm not one to jump up for a session. I immediately jumped up for a session, did one this morning before I came here. It was beautiful. It was a voice release, and it was probably the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Wonderful. Thank you. Beautiful. Yeah, Chris.
I just want to celebrate Star Wars weekend.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
Yesterday was May the 4th be with you. Mm-hmm. And today is Revenge of the 5th.
Very helpful. Very good. Very good. Nate, did you have one too?
I've got online celebrations.
Wonderful,
This is from Lisa Jordan. She has posted, celebrating my Unity community for stepping up in ways no one could imagine to help in the celebration of the life of my hubs. Yeah. I am so thankful.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. We have one over here, and I think these are going to be our last ones over here in the corner. Make sure we get these folks. And God, great celebrations today. Great sharing. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
All right. I am celebrating my recent graduation and finally getting my GED after 4 years of not being in school. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Woo! Congrats. Thank you so much. Woo, great. Absolutely wonderful.
I'm celebrating that I have a choir concert today.
Ooh,
this afternoon.
That's awesome. Good celebration. Thank you, everybody, for your celebrations. The Earth celebration for today is going to be, so I've been subscribing for a while, and I challenge you guys to do this as well. If you're people on social media, I challenge you to make sure that you're following people who just post positive things about the environment, about the world that we live in, because we're bombarded with so many negative things. And so it's been just a joy to follow some of these accounts. And so there's just so many people doing so many little things around to help the earth. There's a woman in Africa who's taking in all of people's trash and garbage and then turning it into blocks that are better than bricks for building houses and building communities. And so she's doing this grasswork program over there, and it's just her and her family, but they are doing it. They're doing the work. They had this belief and they're going for it. And then across the world, there's a giant tech company in Japan that is 3D rendering coral to then place back into the coral reef to help the coral reef flourish. And so I loved watching this morning the juxtaposition of just somebody like us who's like, you know what, I have a passion and I'm just going to go for it. And then also knowing that there's big companies out there that are doing the right thing as well. So that is our Earth celebration today. Lots of different people doing different things. So yeah. Wonderful. Now we get to bless the kids. So if all the kids want to come up and their teacher for the day, come on down. We are going to do our kid celebration. All right, here we go. What is it? Baby goats. If we have some baby goats here, any sort of kids are welcome. Young at heart, we got all of it here. Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, not for me quite yet. Okay, we're going to do our blessings. We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the Christ light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. Okay, go have fun, guys. Okay, enjoy. I feel like someday we just need a field trip where we like all get up and go and see what the kids get to do. We'll need to do that field trip. But until then, Jane has our announcements.
One. Okay, here we go. So tonight we have our sound bath and Reiki, and we also have a men's group meeting on Monday at 6 o'clock. So they meet twice a month. And if you haven't joined that group, they're really up to some stuff. So I encourage any men to join them. the Treasure in Your Field, we had such a wonderful gathering. It was small and allowed us to really be sharing in a lot of depth, but we have room for more if you want to join. This would be the last week that you can do that. This is only going to be Thursday evening. We canceled the Wednesday daytime group. Newcomers Potluck is at Jeff and my home on Monday the 13th. These are really fun. We love to do it. It's a potluck gathering, and you get to meet some other people that are new to Unity and some people that have been here a while, and it's just really wonderful. So the way that you get on the list is you go online and you sign up. And that's actually how you get into everything. You go to the website, you find it on the calendar, click and sign. So go to our calendar and see all the good stuff that we have going on.
Prayer? Are you going to do prayer? Yep.
Sorry, I didn't read far enough on the list. It's time to pray. So let's, as we set our intentions for this beautiful service about following our dreams, let's hold in particular prayer those who have crossed over. I know there are several in this group, both online and in the room, who have lost people to the physical plane in recent weeks. It's always such a difficult adjustment. And yet we know the truth. We know that life is eternal. These bodies are not, but the souls that enfold them are. And so even when we set down a body like a pair of beautiful sparkly shoes, or maybe worn out slippers, we still are. We are part of that field of infinite being. Communication doesn't end. Love never ends. And we hold all those who are grieving as that change takes place, that they may find comfort, strength, and connection through that field of all being. And as we connect in prayer to that place, we remind ourselves that we too are part of that infinite field, that all the desires of our heart are glistening there in the field. They are for us. We are creators. All of our dreams exist already, and it is our privilege to bring them into form. And we exist as a community to remind each other that this is so, and so it is.
You need to fill out your prayer claim forms, the green forms in front of your chair. Take a minute and write those claims down, please. The prayer team will respond this week, and then they'll plan it for a month. Well, Silent Unity will plan it for a month. Pretty amazing. Let's sing the prayer song together, shall we? Breathe in and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I am. Breathe in and know I am, and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I
Isn't that just the power of beautiful music? Is no matter how many times we hear that song, doesn't it always just touch us? Week after week after week. Ooh, we get that beauty. So thank you to Soulshine for that, and to music in general for being that for us. And speaking of music, we have an absolutely wonderful speaker here today. I just got really excited when I got to host for a day where it's called Dream Your Way Forward. I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited to have Debra Arlyn with us. She's going to be doing a talk. She's going to be doing some music. She's going to be doing the meditation for us. And we just get to sit back and receive her love. So I, for one, am very excited. So welcome, Debra. On for you. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Good morning, everybody. Hello. My name's Debra Arlyn, and I am joining you today from Walla Walla, Washington. Oh, okay, yeah. And I just want to reflect really quick that you guys have a really beautiful space, an amazing team, and you are so blessed to have this community here. We do not have anything like this in Walla Walla. So I'm just so honored and full of joy to be here and see all of your faces and feel your desire to want to create a community, a conscious community. So thank you for having me. I'm going to start by saying the very thing I want you to remember most. So if you take notes, if you have a little notes app on your phone, if you don't remember anything else that I say for the next 20 or so minutes, I hope that you take this with you. And that is that you have the power to create anything you want. Now, I know when we're spiritual seekers, we come across that message often, and it can get very cerebral. And we think, oh, I know that. I know how it all works. But I'm going to say it again, and I invite you to let it in. Let this in, okay? You have the power to create anything you want. Reverend Jane said it in her prayer. We are creators. That's what we're here to do. And I have found that the very beginning stages of being able to create what it is that we want for ourselves and for the people we love and care about starts right here in our minds, and with the visions and the pictures and the stories that we put our focus on. Most of the time we go through our day thinking, is this the right thing to do? Is this going to make this person happy? Am I doing what they want of me? Right? There's a lot of, ooh, I want to do the right thing. There's a lot of striving and performing and earning. And I'll tell you that I started trying to carve out a career in music when I was 15. I quickly won a lot of contests, started writing songs, and I thought, I'm going to have a career in the music industry. I'm going to be famous. I'm going to get signed. I'm going to tour. And if anything puts you in earning and striving and performing mode, it's that. So, do we have any musicians here? Dave and the Soulshine team have done a wonderful job. When you actually take that step and you chase your dream, you become very vulnerable because there's a lot of obstacles, there's a lot of no's, there's a lot of, that's not good enough, we're not looking for that. But when I was younger, I think I was about 9 or 10, I was in my room daydreaming for hours. My parents said they never saw me. I was always in my room and I was daydreaming, and I had a little karaoke machine, and I would create my own radio shows where I was the host and the singer. It was a great gig. It's a great gig. And there was a couple of days where I was doing this kind of obsessively, but I was just loving the pictures in my mind. I was loving the way they made me feel. And I really wanted to do this. And the first couple of days, my parents would peek in on me and they'd say, good for you, keep dreaming. We can hear you singing, you sound great. But on the third day, I got a little bit of mixed messages. My dad knocked on the door. He said, are you still doing this singing radio thing? I said, yeah. He said, you know, you're going to have to go out and actually do this. You can't just dream about it. And as a 10-year-old, that kind of hurt my feelings. But he was right. Because when I talk about dreaming our way forward, absolutely, you have to have the vision. You have to have the desire. You have to get specific in your mind about what it is you're trying to create, what it is you want to become. But then there is that next step where then you have to take meaningful action. You have to trust and believe that the images and the dreams that you hold in your mind are not nothing. In fact, they're everything. I heard some stories today in the celebration of people going through difficult times. I'm so sorry to hear about your son. And I'm sure there's a lot of you here, everyone is going through something, carrying a heavy load, facing an obstacle, meeting resistance. And it's in those moments where we are so tempted to go, never mind, I give up. That's a stupid dream. I guess that's not who I am. I guess that wasn't meant for me. And if you are in that moment today, I want you to know that the energy of your thoughts is the energy that creates your reality. And I know you know this because you're here at Unity, but most people are going about their day thinking that what they think, what they picture, and what they visualize doesn't matter and it doesn't produce anything. But there are only two types of energy in the world. Physical energy, right? This mic stand, this stage, us. That's physical energy, right? We think it's solid. We think it's stagnant. But science has shown us that underneath all of that, there is always energy, moving, creating. We can't do much with that energy, right? I can't make this mic stand something else unless I spend a lot of time and hours and get my tools out and, Even then, it's probably going to still look like a mic stand. But the energy that you can do anything you want with is subtle energy. Subtle energy is the invisible energy that runs and exists in all things. We call this consciousness, or God, or source. And when I say you have the power to create whatever you want through your dreams, I'm talking about harnessing the power of subtle energy. If you wouldn't mind, I'd love for you to close your eyes, and we'll try this out together for a second. I want you to imagine you're sitting at a table at your favorite restaurant or your favorite place, and someone brings you your favorite dessert. And they set that dessert in front of you on the table, and you are so excited. I want you to visualize that dessert, smell it, imagine the texture of it. And not only are you going to get to eat your favorite dessert, you turn to your left and your favorite person or your favorite people are right there with you. And they're happy for you. And they're excited to eat this dessert with you. And you guys decide to eat together and smile and laugh together. And you're so in this moment. I want you to notice in your body what starts to happen when you visualize this. Maybe you're noticing feelings of gratitude come up, feelings of joy. Go ahead and open your eyes. Now that dessert isn't real. Those people aren't really there, right? But did your energy shift? Did it feel real in some capacity? You guys are so sweet. You're nodding yes. Thank you. You're wonderful listeners. Excellent listening. You can do this anytime, anywhere. You can close your eyes. You can imagine and visualize and invite the feelings in, and open your eyes and be in a completely different state of mind and shift your own energy field. Now, why do I talk about dreaming our way forward? Because I've had a lot of setbacks. I'm not trying to make fun or light of anything, but pretty much every woman I've spoken to today has mentioned an ex or an ex relationship, which I'm right there with you, right? Things happen where you're like, that wasn't in my dream. I was not dreaming of a massive conflict or a divorce or having to move, or I wasn't dreaming about having to go get a job to pay the bills that I don't really care about. When I was 24, I had done American Idol. I had won a contest called Oregon Idol. I had won Portland's Female Artist of the Year. I had songs on probably your favorite show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I got to meet Marta Kaufman, the woman who created and produced the show Friends. I got to audition for her TV show. I did not get the part. But I had done a lot of really cool things by the age of 24, and I thought, yeah, dreaming our way forward works. Here I go. And then I got married, and I wanted to have a family. And I had my first daughter, and my studio became a nursery. And instead of being out on the road with my band and doing cool music stuff, I was dealing with double mastitis, nursing in the middle of the night. Oh yeah, you know what it's like. It's horrible. It's horrible. Double mastitis, I don't recommend. And I found myself in a moment going, well, this isn't what I dreamed. And what happened to my dreams? And it's nothing against family or life changes, but I'm sharing this to say that sometimes we then want to give up when we think, there's nothing I can do about this now. This is my life now. I'm going to do that. But when we don't pursue our dreams, and when we don't believe that our dreams have the energy to create what we want, we get sad. Or we get angry. We start to go into a mode of, poor me, or why me? Oh, that's my favorite one. Why? Why me? And in that moment, at that time in my life, I wrote a song, because that's what I do when I need to express myself. And it was very quickly one of my favorite songs that I'd ever written, but I didn't think I could do anything with it. I thought those days are behind me, and I have this life now. But then I remembered what my dad told me when I was 10. That he wanted me to dream, and he wanted me to play, and he wanted me to get out there and do what I needed to do to make those dreams a reality. So I started playing the song for some friends and got some great feedback. And then I thought, I'm going to enter a song contest. And I'll just see what happens. And I scoured the internet for contests that looked like they would work for me. I found one, and it was called the Nashville Song of the Year Contest. And I'm in Little Corvallis, Oregon, in my little house, nursing my baby. Hit send, right? I won the grand prize, you guys. I won the grand prize. Because in that moment of hitting send, I actually believed that I might win. I believed the song was good enough. I believed the message was good enough. I wanted people to hear it. I wanted it to help others. And I knew that I had to take whatever action I could to get that song out there. So I'm in my kitchen with my daughter. I get a call. It's from Nashville. I go, ooh, what's this about? And the guy goes, hey, is this Debra? I say, yeah. He goes, congratulations, you won grand prize. You're the grand prize winner of the Nashville Song of the Year contest. We're going to fly you down here. You're going to get to record the song. You're going to meet all these wonderful people in Nashville. And, we had to set up the logistics. But I hung up the phone totally in awe and totally convinced once again that it is never too late. It is never the wrong time. And it's never stupid or foolish to go back to your dreams and to hold the vision, to allow it to change your energy state, and then take whatever action you can to dream it forward, to make it become your reality to the best of your ability. And then when obstacles show up, reimagine, go back to the dream. Say, oh, there's a new element here. Turns out I need 50 grand or whatever the deal is. How can I dream that into this scenario? You have to be creative, you have to iterate. But more importantly, you have to know that you have the power to make it a reality for yourself. Not overnight. Doesn't always work that way with one song contest, but it will happen. The only way it's not going to happen is if you stop, is if you give up and you let go of that power. So I'd like to play this song for you now, and then we'll bring up Soulshine. We'll do a meditation. But the name of this song is called Hush. Check, check. All right. You find it hard to be still. You're feeling restless. Your life is making you ill. You're getting desperate. You want release from this pain, but you can't have it that way. Trust me, baby, I've walked a mile in your shoes, suffered sleepless nights trying to shake the blues, but screaming, shouting about it won't get you anywhere. Though you may feel you are lost, just quiet your mind. You know that love can find you right where you are. So hush, hush, there is no more to say. You will survive this pain. All you gotta do is find a way to trust, trust that chaos does not reign. You will look back someday and realize this was not in vain. Everything will fall into place if you just hush, hush, hush. You're reaching for the phone to call all your friends. You gotta talk this out if they'll just listen. What if there's no one there for you? How will you get through? You gotta start looking deeper for your answers. Take some time alone, even if it hurts. Everything happens for a reason. Though you may feel you are lost, just quiet your mind and know that, just know that love will find you right where you are. So hush, hush, there is no more to say. You will survive this pain. All you gotta do is find a way to trust, trust that chaos does not reign. You will look back someday and realize this was not in vain. Everything will fall into place if you just hush, hush, hush. There is no more to say. Everything will fall into place. How do you expect to grow if you don't face obstacles? I know you feel so alone. Trust me, I've been there before. But when you reach the other side, everything will be alright. You don't have to do anything, because love can find you. Love can find you right where you are. So hush, hush, there is no more to say. You will survive this pain. All you gotta do is find your faith and trust, trust that chaos does not reign. You will look back someday and realize this was not in vain. Everything will fall into place. Everything will fall into place. Just trust, it'll fall into place. If you just hush, 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 hush. If you just hush. Thank you. You are doing good. You guys are so kind. Thank you. I'd like to close by having you stand, and we'll go through a guided meditation, and Dave will play some beautiful music for us. This is your moment to dream your life forward, starting now. Go ahead, yeah, Dave, go. Starting now, yeah. So take a few inhales, breathe deeply in, deeply exhale. If it's helpful for you, you can imagine tree roots going down from the bottom of your feet all the way down to the center of the earth. You are safe, you are supported. And I want you to bring to mind something that you're struggling with, something that feels hard and heavy, possibly confusing or unexpected. And you don't need to push it away. Just let it be with you for a moment. Just witness it with compassion. And I want you to say to yourself, I have the power to create whatever I want next. I have the power to create something beautiful and meaningful, even through this difficulty. I want you to put pictures in your mind of who you need to become to create whatever you need to create next. Picture yourself being that person. Golden energy all around you from the inside. You're taking the meaningful action you need to take to create something beautiful. And it is coming to life for you. I want you to hold the vision of what it is you are wanting to bring into fruition and get specific. Color it with all the details you want. Let that feeling in of that becoming your reality. And I want you to say to yourself, I am a dreamer. I am a creator. And I'm going to dream my way forward and bring this to life. I'll give you a minute to just visualize this. Just remember that the energy of these thoughts and of these mental pictures are not meaningless. They are not nothing. They are the perfect energy. They are the seed that plants what you want to grow. Go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you so much for bringing me here today. It was a joy to be in your presence. And I look forward to connecting with you afterwards. Dave?
Did I not tell you she was going to be spectacular? Right? Right? Can we not? I would never lie to you. I would never lie to you. Please know that. I would never lie. There was this joy that I got to have specifically in sitting here and looking at what I said right before about the power of music and how beautiful music is. And so from my vantage point here, as she's singing this incredible song, I mean, who knew double mastitis could be so creative? Oh my God, should I have had children? That was just absolutely amazing. But so was getting to watch her husband, Chris, watch her. And the tears that came to his eyes was absolutely beautiful. And I'm sure he's heard her sing a million times, but just that power of love and that power of song and what it can truly do for us was magical to watch. So thank you. Thank you for that. And I hope we really take into account her message that these dreams that we have, it's not other than us, right? It's not that, oh, I have that fantasy, oh, I have that dream, but that is that catalyst for moving forward with what the next step is. So thank you so much for that message, because I think we all need that. So yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Reverend Jane, come on up.
I want to talk with you a little bit about the whole idea of prosperity. And it ties in so well to what Debra was talking about with dreams. One of the dreams that I have, and I have really held this dream from the very beginning, when we were at the old Grange and had 24 people coming, is to have a thriving program for children. Because wonderful as all of us are, and we are, there's another generation coming behind us. And if we don't create a space where they can grow and thrive, then they have to go through what all of us have gone through, not knowing who we were, not knowing that our dreams had so much power, not knowing how to do it until they go through all the kinds of things that we went through and maybe finally figure it out. Debra, when you said you have no place like this in Walla Walla, and there's so many places where that is true. Perhaps some of you who are watching online are watching because there's no place physically around you. This is a privilege that we have to be here and to have this. And wonderful as it is, it's not a stopping point. We need to dream it forward for another generation. I can see what we have here becoming so big and so rich, and so many people getting to change their lives for the good. I can imagine a whole generation who have some intense things that they have to deal with, being spiritually armored for that. What a difference it would make if they go forth to change the world knowing that they are an integral part of it, that they have the power, that their dreams matter. We can be part of that. And we do that by simply growing what we have now. Whether you look at the Bible with stories of the widow's mite, or you look at the fairy tales with the story of the pot with 1 grain of rice, there is a knowing in the field that we can take something small and grow it. And so, as you prepare your offerings, I invite you to step into that field of knowing that whatever you have to give, that is being magnified by all of us, and that it's important. It's important that you do like Debra hit send. It's important that you contribute to this dream so that all of us together can create something so beautiful that our children in this world can have an impact, because we created an environment where they could know who they are and what they are capable of. We can do this. And you, each one of you, are part of the we that will make this happen. So thank you in advance for your gifts.
Ooh, who did that hit? Yeah, wonderful, thank you. That's beautiful. I'd like to now invite up the people who are going to help out with the offering today. Okay, all right, here we go. Oh, there they come. Excellent, wonderful. We're about to play my favorite song of the day. And I always like to remind you guys there's many ways to pay. You may see some of the older people in the congregation giving these dirty green pieces of paper. We accept those. We accept things called checks, which is just an IOU to move gold from one side to the other. We will take your money over text if that's easier, and there's always the QR code you can use as well. So, or also just shining your light into the boxes as well, if that is what you have to give today. So, Take it away, Soulshine. Here we go.
Here we go. Gratitude song.
I got gratitude in my heart. I got gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you. Thank you. I just want to say thank you.
Mahalo.
I just want to say thank you for it all. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Thank you for it all. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
One more time.
I got gratitude in my heart. In my heart. I got gratitude in my soul. In my soul, baby. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. Merci beaucoup. I just want to say thank you for it all. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Thank you for it all.
Audience participation. Hold on. Need to work out more. Ugh, dancing is a lot. Okay, let's bless these offerings together. From the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world, and they return to us but abundantly, and so it is.
I just want to say one thing. I've been noticing some empty seats. Your homework this week is to invite 3 people and see if one shows up.
There we go. There we go. Okay, homework. That's homework we can do. Wonderful. Thank you, guys. Excellent. Can I invite the prayer chaplains up? Do we have prayer chaplains in the audience? I love having our prayer chaplains here. If you want to pray with somebody, if you want to have a moment where your prayer is said out loud, or you need a prayer. Last summer before I went to Europe, I got a beautiful, amazing prayer from Reverend Jim that I thought of all the time while I was there. So our pastors and people to pray with, it really is special to pray with somebody else. So I do invite you after service to come up and to one of these lovely gentlemen in their white stoles and and pray with somebody, whether you want to say the prayer out loud or you need a prayer from them. I highly look at these gentlemen. I highly recommend it. So if you lovely gentlemen will join the rest of us in doing our prayer of intention, that would be great. Holy light shines within and all around me, a presence of love in this, always there. I am that presence. I am a radiant field of love, energy. I am holy light. My essence cradles and guides me. I am a gift in this world. I go forth from here in joy to bless the world with my loving light. Wonderful. Thank you, and enjoy your week coming up and the rest of your day. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
One more time.
I got gratitude in my heart. I got gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I just want to say thank you. Have a great week. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.